Hello, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this little tour of my 1986 copy of the original Mythic Tarot. This was a deck that I actually got secondhand. I've got it in a special bag, which I'll talk about in a second. But this was actually a deck that I got secondhand. I found it locally. It was the person who sold it to me wasn't asking a lot of money for it, but it was a very well-worn copy. And I actually ended up sending it off to Don Michelle of Boho Tarot to trim it all the way down to the artwork for me because it was out of print. And I didn't want to do it myself. And she did an absolutely beautiful job. So I'm going to take you on a little tour of it. I will also have a link down below to the video where Don Michelle modified this deck. I don't know when this video will go up because I don't know. I'm just filming it for fun and we'll see. Now I've got it in one of these like original first attempts that Peggy made of a sort of wrap bag design that she was working on. So this is kind of a special edition, you could say. But it's a perfect home for my Mythic Tarot. So this is where it's living for now. And this opens up into a spread cloth like so. And I have the Mythic Tarot guidebook. This I actually found separately at a used bookstore. So I'm just going to have this off to the side. And let's talk about the cards. So I have them in this way too big for it now, large Peggy bag that Don Michelle very sweetly added charms to. I don't know if these charms will stay here, if I'll put them on one of my journals. They're really pretty though. There's a key and then there's this gorgeous, looks like goldstone bead and a little black bead. I love these. And they're both on lobster claws, so I can put them on my journals. Anyways, but it beautifully matches the bag. So let's pull out the deck. Oh, look, it's trimmed down to the artwork. It's so cute. I know there's going to be a bit of glare. I'm going to set this aside for a second and move the bags out of the way. And that way we can see the cards more clearly. So I will have shown these, I'm sure, on my channel by the time this walkthrough goes up. But this is what the backings look like after they've been trimmed. Again, there is some reflect, so sorry about that. And the fronts. And I don't know what magic. At the time I'm filming this, I haven't actually watched the video where she shows how she edged this deck. So that's kind of fun. She must have done something black and then something gold on top. I'm just guessing. I probably shouldn't guess because this video will probably go up way later. But anyway, look at that. It's so pretty. So again, trimmed right down to the artwork. She did a beautiful job. It feels factory smooth. Like she must have used like such careful measurements because it feels so even. Oh, it's so pretty. So I put it back in order. She might have shipped it back to me back in order. I can't remember, but I remember going through it and putting it back in order. I don't know this deck very well. It is my hope to do a study of this deck at some point. So maybe when I'm ready to do the study, that's when this video will go up. But for now, I just want to show the beautiful cards and do a little tour of the original artwork without the borders because I think it's so, so fun. So here we have our Fool. You know what? I wonder if I should have... Let's just see. I'll have the book here. Does it say who it is? Yes. So this is Dionysus. Our magician is Hermes. Persephone as the high priestess. Demeter or Demeter as the empress. This card, I love this image so much. It's so beautiful. Zeus is our emperor, I'm pretty sure. I'm just going to double check the book. Yeah, Zeus. Looks like Zeus. He's got lightning bolts in his hands. I didn't need to double check that. Here we have... Oh, I lost my place, guys. Chiron. That's right, Chiron. I should have known that one. I know he's associated with the planet Chiron, or I guess it's like an asteroid Chiron. The wounded healer. There's a whole story there. Here we have the lovers. And in the lovers, we meet the Trojan prince Paris, who was commanded by Zeus to judge a beauty contest between Hera, Aphrodite, and Athene. Oof, that sounds like dangerous territory. Here we meet the war god Ares. I should know this one too, but I don't. Hercules, right? Oh, I'm in the wrong card. Oh yeah, because I put it in my order, not the actual order. So actually in the guidebook, strength is in position 11. Isn't it? Is my guidebook? Okay, my guidebook is not in order. That's annoying, guys. So that was the Chariot. This is Aries, and then it goes to Justice, then Temperance. Oh my gosh. Strength is Hercules, yes. Okay, sorry. I'm going to flip through the book because I think it's helpful for me. Then we have our Hermit, and our Hermit is who? Let's see. This is going to be a slow video if I have to keep doing it all wonky like this. Okay, here we meet the ancient god Kronos. Oh, I think I knew that. Yeah, that's Kronos. These are the 3 fates. Oops, I bumped my camera. And I ran into them a second ago. They're like after strength and temperance, I think. Hermit, Wheel of Fortune. The 3 goddesses of fate, whom the Greeks called the Moirai. That's right. In myth, the Moirai were the daughters of Mother Night, conceived without a father. Clotho the spinner, Lachesis the measurer, and Atropos, whose name means she who cannot be avoided, who is the cutter. Very fitting. Pretty sure that's Athena in the Justice card. Athene, excuse me, not Athena, Athene. Perseus, I'm pretty sure, in the Hanged Man. It's Perseus, right? Yeah, oh, Prometheus. Oh my gosh, I always get those names mixed up. Here, of course, we have Hades for the Death card. I don't know who Temperance is, but I know I passed her already. So she is Iris, goddess of the rainbow. Oh my gosh. And messenger to Hera, queen of the gods. Yeah, that's Iris. Pan? Question mark? Is Pan a Greek? You guys, I know nothing. I still haven't studied this deck. That's the hope. That's the hope, is I'm going to study it. Let's see. The devil is the great god Pan. Yes. That is Neptune. He's probably got a different name because there's Greek and then there's Roman. The tower is, oh, the famous labyrinth of King Minos. Okay, wait. Here we see the famous labyrinth of King Minos, which was struck by an earthquake when the angry god Poseidon. Poseidon. That's Poseidon. Okay, I feel better now. That is, don't open Pandora's box. Pandora. That's Pandora. That looks like Caradwen, but that's like a Celtic goddess. So what is her name in Greek myth? She is the moon. Hecate. Not Caradwen, Hecate. I think I knew that. I don't think I realized that Hecate was Greek. You guys, I struggle for reals with Greek. Apollo. The Judgment card is Hermes, the psychopomp. And then in the world card, I don't know if it's any, oh, Hermaphroditus. That makes perfect sense for the world. So then we get into the minor arcana, and we begin with, in the book, let's see, we begin with cups technically in the book. But whatever, I'm going to just find the wands, because each suit actually is just one story. So the suit of wands is the story of Jason and the Argonauts and their expedition to seek the Golden Fleece. So this is the Golden Fleece. So that is what the wand suit is about. So we have the 1, or the ace, the 1. We have the 2 of wands, and we see Chiron in the background there. We have the 3 of wands, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 7. This looks more like a 5 to me, so that kind of gave me a bit of a moment. The 8, very movement oriented for sure. The 9, we have this like breakwater here, and the 10. Then we have the courts. Now, so the court cards have got to be specific people, right? So the page, nope, just a boy around the age of 12 years old. There's our knight, queen, and king. Next, we have the suit of swords, and this is the story of Orestes and the curse of the house of Atreus, which is a dark tale full of conflict and bloodshed, and one of the most powerful Greek myths. That's what it says in the book. So there's the ace, the 2, the 3. That is so difficult. I'm like stabbing somebody. The 4, the 5, 6. Very Rider-Waite-Smith, the 7. It'll be neat to see it kind of, it'll be neat to read this guidebook and actually get to know these stories. The 8, the 9, and the 10. Then we have the page, knight, queen, and king. All right, so next we have the cups, and the cups are the story of, I want to say Aphrodite. Well, let's see, I shouldn't guess. Oh, the legend of Eros and Psyche, or Eros and Psyche. So this is their like story. So there's our, this was our ace, there's our 2, 3, 4, 5. Definitely looks like loss, like maybe he had to leave. I don't know the story at all, so this will be interesting. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. They look like they're finally together. And then we have the Page of Cups. I love how he's like gazing into the cup like that. The Knight, the Queen, the King. And finally we have the Suit of Pentacles, which should be last in the guidebook. Yeah, there we go. So this is the story of Daedalus, the Athenian craftsman who built the labyrinth for King Minos of Crete. It is a subtle tale, and its hero is painted in many hues, for he is neither a wholly good man nor a villain, but a curious mixture of both. So that is the ace, the 2. I do say this deck looks beautiful without the borders. That is the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we have our Page. Love that he's standing in the field like that. Knight, Queen, and King. Perfect. So let's do a little zoom out again. So that is the original 1986 version. So it has this kind of backing on it of the Mythic Tarot. Again, my copy was very well worn, so trimming it just really made it feel good again. This cardstock is not terribly thick to begin with. It is a 1986 deck, right? So it's now going on, oh my gosh, 30 something years old. 96, 2006, 2016, so 34, 35 years old, somewhere in that ballpark. Wowza. So it's been around for a while. And I was very pleased to get the original 1986 copy. I think this is the first, may not be a first edition. Does it say? I'm really bad at this. But I got this separately at a used bookstore. I was really pleased to be able to find the full guidebook. Yeah. 1986, 1980, this edition copyright 1986. So this is the 1986 copy of the book. So it is the perfect match for the deck, but I purchased them separately. And I paid about $20 for each one of them. So not a bad deal. And I just love how Don Michel edged this deck. It's so sparkly and pretty, and yet it's very like serious at the same time. So it's a really good mix, or match rather, to the deck. So pretty. Love how that turned out. It's got this like duochrome effect. Oh, so cool. So that, my friends, is my original Mythic Tarot. This is one of those decks that I do hope someday gets reprinted and is more commonly available. But in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy the heck out of my copy. I do eventually plan to study it and learn it better, because it's one that I've honestly for such a long time wanted to study. So hopefully I can make time for that soon. And whenever I do get a chance to do that, I'll probably schedule this video to go up around the same time so that I can share it with all of you. So thank you so much for watching. Please do like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new here. Click the little bell to be notified of my future videos. And if you want to book a one-on-one reading with me, you can do that over at supportivetarot.com. Thank you so much, and may your magic always shine from the inside out. Bye, guys.